Hey everyone, it's Michael Kikle. I hope you're doing well today, and I'm still working my way through this 8-movie box set, but let me tell you, the first half of movies in here that I've kind of reviewed, some I watched years ago and I wasn't going to rewatch them because of how bad they were typically Christmas Hallmark wannabe movies. They were California Christmas movies, if you will, where they're just shit. Just complete shit taking place in the middle of summertime, even though they were in December in the movie's context, but they were a waste. But then I started up this box set and I was already worried in the other half of this set because the first movie in here was one I saw also called Hobo's Christmas, which is horrible. I mean horrible, dude. You don't know how bad it was. I refused to rewatch it, just like I refused to watch some of the other films in the first half of this set. But then you had these other three movies, starting with the one I'm about to review, The Man That Saved Christmas, that saved this set for me, that will keep it on my shelves because of how much I love The Man That Saved Christmas, Borrowed Hearts with, what's her face, Roma Downey, I think is her name, and Rupert the Great, that I had never seen before. But man, oh man, I gotta start with the Man Who Saved Christmas. Is it The Man Who Saved Christmas? It is. Not the man not the man that saved Christmas. Anyway, The Man Who Saved Christmas is a 2002 TV movie. It's about an hour and 40 minutes. It does not feel like it. It flies by. It takes place right before, during, and right after, for a little bit, World War II and the rise of Hitler. But apparently it's based on a true story. I've never heard the story before. The movie stars Jason Alexander as a man named A.C. Gilbert, who went on with his brother to create a toy company called Gilbert's. And I've never heard of them either. So all of this stuff was new to me. It being so old, apparently Gilbert's is still around as of 2002. I don't know if they're still around, but you know, it's not like a company that I know, like Hasbro or something, being a 90s kid. Anyway, A.C. Gilbert, right before the war breaks out, his toys that he and his brother build, they're not doing that well. There's a local store that keeps giving the toys back to him, and he and his brother have a revelation. If they take the toy out of the box so that kids can see it in the storefronts, and on the shelves within the stores, maybe it'd save their company, and it does. It blossoms into this great big toy company that becomes revolutionary in some of the things they could do, and then World War II breaks out. And for a man who's already struggling because of his life booming, doing well, he doesn't have the best relationship with his young son, even though his marriage is great, his life is great, they have money, everything. And the budget, by the way, complements the film amazingly. They clearly had a really good budget. It's not a no-snow California movie. No, it feels time accurate as a period piece. It feels so good to watch. It's a very cozy movie, by the way. But his struggles surrounding the war begin to really kick him in the nuts when the government summons him to come talk to them, and they ask him that since World War II is kicking off, they need a lot of non-essential businesses, does that sound familiar, to drop what they do as factories and begin to make military supplies to help out in the war effort. And so he decides, as an American patriot, which I thought was very cool, as I'm very much a patriot, that he would drop making toys and drop even having Christmas. They even ask him to make a public declaration based on government propaganda that if our soldiers can't have Christmas this year because of World War II, that we shouldn't either as America, which I think is absolutely stupid. There are people getting beat up in this movie, which may have happened in real life, for seemingly being unpatriotic because they want to celebrate Christmas, because they want to give gifts to their children or other people or anything like that. It's kind of wild. And we only get a little taste of the beat up stuff, but A.C. Gilbert being fooled into this shit with his business, with his opinions, everything by the American government is crazy as hell. And as an American, I can tell you, this is fucked up. If this actually happened, fuck them. It's the same thing they did in 2020, man. But anyway, he begins to have kind of a heart-to-heart over what his son goes through, what his wife is saying to him. He watches what happens with his brother when his brother gets pulled into the war, basically. What is that word? Drafted, that's the word. God, I could not remember it to save my life. When his brother gets drafted into the war, he begins to have a change of heart that it's not just a patriotic duty, because Christmas isn't just about these soldiers. It's not just about humans, it's about Christ, which they don't go too far into that, but it's also about the gift of giving, and how well that is, either whether Jesus did it the way he did it, or how he was a gift, or just by giving presents to kids. This is mainly a kid's holiday nowadays, and, as a toy manufacturer, I'm sure in real life there was a lot more of like, we need more money, not just government contracts type of shit. I'm not trying to put words in A.C. Gilbert's mouth. It was a more humble time, but man, with the kind of massive company and the massive profits he probably made, he and his brother. I don't know. I want to feel pessimistic, but I love the movies so much that I don't. I don't feel pessimistic. Fuck all that. Who cares? It was good. I really liked it. And again, that budget really complemented what this movie wanted to be, what it was trying to do, and I loved it. Jason Alexander being in this from Seinfeld, he is so good as A.C. Gilbert. He probably gave, from what I have experienced of him, from not Seinfeld because I haven't seen it, but The Burning from the 80s, which he's really fun there. This is probably the best performance I've seen of him in anything I've watched him in. Again, I feel like he's probably most notable for Seinfeld, but I don't have any way to speak about that since I haven't seen it. But he is great here. The lady playing his wife is great here. The kid playing his son is really good here. Now, he has like a dad who like always wanted him to be like certain things in life, who always wanted the brother to be certain things in life. That dad in this movie, he's played well by the actor, but I fucking hate that guy. The writing of him, the way he is told to act by the director, can't stand that asshole. He's a scumbag. He's the worst part of the movie, matter of fact. But the film is very touching. It's very sweet. If you love Christmas decorations and you love based on a true story types of movies, this is going to be for you. And if you like World War II films, of course you're not seeing the overseas battle stuff. This is very much a cozy Hallmark film. And I loved it. It's not a Hallmark movie as far as I know, but it feels like it. This was really good. I cannot believe I have never heard people talk about this. Maybe there's some reason for that. Again, maybe it's not historically true. Maybe it's not dedicated to the truth. I don't know. Maybe it paints A.C. Gilbert as a good guy. Maybe he was a scumbag. I don't know. I don't know anything. But what I am saying is, The Man Who Saved Christmas is a great flick, and I recommend it highly if you haven't seen it before. If I had to rate the film on a 5-star basis, I'd probably give it a 4 out of 5 stars. It was super engaging. It was very emotional. The ending was so touching, man. There's so many creative ideas they use in here. There's one particular thing that was like the first ever recording device from Edison that's used in here. I think it was Edison. I think. I'm bad with tech. I'm bad with history, just so you know. Aside from big events, I don't know shit about tech and how it developed, but I'm pretty sure it was an Edison device that recorded things for the first time. Thank you, Edison. That was such a touching moment towards the end of the film. If you haven't seen it before, you don't know what I'm talking about, but if you have seen it, you're in the know. Great film. I recommend it highly. Please check it out, and check out these other 2 films I'm about to talk about down here, Borrowed Hearts and Rupert the Great. Also very good. Anyway, have you seen The Man Who Saved Christmas? If you haven't, please take out the time and watch it. What an experience, man. I loved this. I recommend it so much to everybody, especially if you love kind of, again, Hallmark movies that have like a budget where they have snow, they have decorations, all of that. They did such a great job with this film, from the set pieces to the factory that they work in a lot of the time. It almost felt like a play, but it wasn't filmed that way, you know? Very cool. Very big recommendation from me. So thank you all for watching, guys. God bless you all. Merry Christmas, and it's also the week of Thanksgiving, so happy Thanksgiving in a few days. God bless you guys. Goodbye.